Hi Leo, this will be a mid-March reading just to see how the energies are playing out for you during this transformative month and to see if the cards have any any information they can share with you or advice going forward. I feel like we're hitting a pivot point in the middle of this month on March 14 when we have the total lunar eclipse in Virgo, and we've got some more transformative energy through that gateway with the solar eclipse on March 29 in Aries. And then we have Neptune entering Aries for the first time since 1875, which is just all about huge cycles ending and new ones beginning. So lots of transformation, lots of big changes for everyone this month. It's been coming through in my reads as well as everyone else's, and it's certainly showing in the astrology. So let's have a look at what the cards have for you. Ooh, Leo. Major Arcana coming out everywhere again. I knew that Fool was going to come out. It's the first one to appear in my pre-shuffle. Oh my goodness, Leo, you have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. This is the energy for the overall read. So much joy coming in for you. This is beautiful energy. This doesn't mean that you're without an interesting story playing out, however. The fact that you have this Sun suggests to me that from this point, this pivot point, things are going to start looking very rosy for you, Leo. Let's have a look at the rest of the cards. You have the Seven of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. I feel like this card, following your Ten of Swords, some dramatic ending. This is a death of the ego kind of moment that's been in your recent past. I feel like you're assessing right now where you are, where you've come from, and what you want to do going forward. Pentacles, this is your place in the world. It could be as mundane as, for some of us it's not mundane, but it could be as mundane as your job. Or it could expand out to truly how you interact with your physical world, how you feel in your body, how you feel in your home, how you feel interacting with life in this material plane. You're really assessing things and determining whether you want to continue on the path you're on or take a new direction. You have the World in your challenge card, challenge position. It's a really interesting card in that position. As I said, March is so transformative, and coming up towards the end of this month, there's a lot of ending of cycles. This card is all about cycles ending, the start of something new. This is a new story beginning. The fact that it's in your challenge position suggests to me there is some resistance to change. And these are big, big changes. This World card is the final card, not just of the Major Arcana, but of the entire Tarot deck. This is truly a big, big ending, the starting of something new. And I feel like, this is why you're in this assessing phase, because you are, look, it's possible that it's related to what you've had to go through in your recent past, whatever this dramatic ending is. I feel like you're not wanting to go through more dramatic changes. You're wanting to hold on to something that is at least familiar and grounding, whatever this Seven of Pentacles is pointing to. And again, it could just be your job, could be the home where you're living. The fact that you're reassessing that situation, however, suggests to me that you're already in a state of understanding that things are needing to end, and that in order to move forward, it may be more than just one aspect of your world. The fact that you have this Sun card playing through this read is really telling me that whatever your choice, things are going to be very, very rosy for you. So if you can face these changes and step forward and meet what's coming in, I feel like you're going to be fine. You've got some changes coming, but that Sun's saying everything's looking up for you. At the crown of your reed, you have the Moon card. I suspect this is suggesting you are feeling a lack of clarity at the moment. You're feeling a little bit confused. Things may be a little bit uncomfortable for you at this time. This Moon card, you have the Hermit's face in that moon. This is suggesting in order to move through this confusion and find some clarity, go within. Do that hermit and be that hermit. Go within, find your place of intuition and higher wisdom, and trust your inner guidance. The Hanged Man in your hidden aspects is suggesting that this is actually already taking place. You're reaching a state of enlightenment. A bit of an awakening is going on here. You're seeing things from a new perspective. Whatever you've gone through in this recent past has actually shifted things quite deeply for you. This is a big card. And the fact it's in your hidden aspects suggests that it hasn't, the full scope of your transformation hasn't manifested fully in your world yet, possibly because of this resistance. Like I said, this is big changes going on, this big cycle's ending, and I feel like it's a little daunting having already gone through a big change, or still in the process of big change. With that confusion, I can understand it. But this is saying that you've already gained this higher perspective. There's already a shift that's taking place underneath the surface. And when you're ready, you're going to be really ready. You're going to be able to step forward and take the steps that you need. You have the Justice in your future. I love this. Everything is eventually going to balance out. Whichever path you decide to take, if you decide to continue on with your harvest in this Seven of Pentacles. I hope I just said Seven of Pentacles, not Eight of Pentacles earlier. If you continue on with this harvest, or you decide, you know what, I've had enough, I'm going to move on to something new. Whichever you decide, this Sun, this Justice, everything's going to be really, really great for you. This is about balance, about getting back what you put into something. I feel like this is you finding your authority in your life. This is taking that position of determination for what is right for you and what is ready to be left behind. And with that, in your advice, you have the Eight of Cups. This is actually an eclipse card. As I said, 14th of March, we have that total lunar eclipse, followed by the solar eclipse at the end of the month. So it's that eclipse gateway. And this is I feel like this moon is coming out from, or the sun is coming out from behind the moon and lighting up these cups. And you're recognizing, this man is recognizing he's no longer satisfied with what's in front of him, and he's walking away. So this is very much about you reassessing what's working for you, stepping into something where you can find balance and you can leave behind those things that are no longer working for you. So if you get to a point where you're finding things are no longer serving you, that things might be okay, but they're not fabulous, that's just the one cup missing. This card is saying it's okay to walk away. And it's actually time to do so, because you're stepping into something much, much bigger. Yeah, the sun, again, that sun is really suggesting that there's a much brighter future for you. Look at that, the Ace of Pentacles underneath. Something new is coming in for you. So as I said, if you get to a point where you're starting to get niggling doubts about where your heart's truly lying, take that time to look at where you're sitting in your material world. Go within, tap into that intuition, cut through that confusion. Trust that the guidance you're receiving from within is coming from a space of clarity, and take that step to move away. You've got that Ace of Pentacles underneath the sun, and in your external factors you have the Ace of Wands. This is a new direction, new energy coming in. This is the universe supporting you. This is something coming out of the blue, handing this wand to this Justice, this incredible leader and authority that you're becoming in your life. Be open to this, and I feel like the only way you truly can be open is if you do leave behind those things that are no longer serving you. So really go with it. This is an emotional card. The cups are about our emotions. So really go in and look at what brings you joy. And if things are falling short, it might be time to leave those things behind. So whatever's coming in, it needs space. In order for something new to come in, we need to create space within us and within our world. And you can do that by walking away. Whatever this is that's coming in, it's part of this joy that is that sun. You have the Fool in your hopes and fears. This is a really, really interesting card in this position, because I actually feel like part of you is hoping for a new adventure, a brand new start, but the other part, this is that very push-pull. These two cards in these positions, it's very push-pull. Another part of you is quite afraid of the risk that this might bring. It's something new, it's unknown. You know, the Fool can be about taking that foolish leap and falling off the edge of the cliff, but it can also be about starting something brand new. He could be flying. I mean, he's got the sun in the background there. So it can be risky, but it can also be exciting and bring in something really amazing for you. But I understand why this is in your hopes and fears position. This is neither a confirmation, it's not a confirmation either way. It's just revealing what's going on within you and why it's so important for you to take that time to go within and trust that new perspective, that higher wisdom that you've gained through all of these shifts and transformations you've already been through. In your outcome position, this is an interesting card. We're definitely going to pull clarifiers on it. You have the Seven of Wands. This is about standing your ground, really holding your position, defending your place on the hill, defending your place in your world. What I'm suspecting is that if you do start to move away, and this is suggesting that that's what's going to be happening, that even though this World card is suggesting you're a little uncertain, a little resistant to this big change, this is indicating that change is coming in for you. I suspect you may have a little bit of possibly external opposition. People might think that you're being foolish, and they might try to knock you off your pedestal in a way. This could also be because the wands are about our energy and our action. You could be finding yourself feeling a little struggling to find the energy you need to keep pushing forward. This is saying, hold on, it's not going to last forever. And with that sun, whatever is coming in is going to be really wonderful for you. I mean, that's the most joyous card in the deck, and you've got it overlaying your whole read. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Okay, my first attempt was to pull on these two cards in the center of the deck. So the Seven of Wands and the World card. The Seven of Pentacles. So you got the two sevens, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. And we have the King of Swords and Temperance that just decided to jump out immediately. And the Seven of Cups. Look at all these sevens. I love that. 7 is a really beautiful, positive number. I mean, immediately I just got the word lucky. That's not really what it means in numerology, but it is a kind of Western superstition that 7 is lucky. And I've really felt that with you, Leo, that you've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups. This is all kind of a pause in your world. And, you know, because even this guy in the Seven of Wands, he's not actively fighting or even actively defending. He's just holding his position, ready to defend if needed. The Seven of Cups, this is like all of these options are available for you. We have the Temperance, which is all about balance. And with this Justice card, this feels like it's a really important message for you to take note of. Because I pulled these cards for both your Challenge card and your Heart of the Spread card, both the World and the Seven of Pentacles. This is very much about using your logic and your clarity and your wisdom and your sense of truth in your life, what is true for you, to find your balance. Because when you can do this, when you can be really clear about where you're standing and what you want, things are going to open up for you. There is a little bit of a warning with that Seven of Cups to not get too lost in fantasy, in daydreams. But with this Temperance card, it's basically saying balance your dreams with your wisdom, because you've come through obviously quite a hardship, and while you're reassessing with that Seven of Pentacles, you want to stay open to your dreams so that your path can be laid out for you. But you also need to make sure that you've got all of those lessons that you've learned backing you up. So really find your balance in here. This is why this Moon card is showing the lack of clarity, underlain by this Hanged Man, who has actually gained a great deal of clarity. So on the surface, a bit of confusion. Underneath, you've gained a whole new perspective, and things will balance out for you. These two cards, you're finding your balance. You're getting your clarity through all of your hard work. This is everything that's coming in is what you have created for yourself. And when you open up to all of this and move away from those things that no longer serve you, then the universe is going to come in and support you with this brand new direction. I'm going to pull on this Seven of Wands now. This outcome position. That Eight of Cups is going to be different for everyone. Whatever you're walking away from, big or small, it's going to be just enough to open space in your world for that Ace of Wands to come in. And this Seven of Wands is really an interesting outcome card. There we go. But the Knight of Cups, everyone's getting the Magician. This is amazing. Wow! The Knight of Cups, the Magician, and the Knight of Pentacles. This is about taking action to manifest your own reality. And what I said about this Seven of Wands, that there might be external opposition, people might be doubting your ability to make this happen, this new path that you're taking, or even your uncertainty about whether you're going to have the energy and the drive to keep it moving forward. This is saying, yeah, you're going to be completely fine with this. You've got the heart to make it happen. This is something you're really excited about, really passionate about, whatever this is that is opening up for you, that's come in with this Ace of Wands that you've opened this space up for. This is something really close to your heart. And the Knight of Pentacles is just telling you, take it one step at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't need to fly forward with this. You can, especially if you're concerned about having the drive to continue, about having the energy to actually manifest this. You are the master manifester. This is you. You are the Magician. He is the alchemist of the deck. He's mastered all of the elements. He can bring this into reality for you. And that Knight of Pentacles is saying, you don't need to rush. This is slow and steady progress. You're going to be completely fine with whatever this is. And if you do have external naysayers, they're going to be proven wrong. Because, I mean, all of these incredible major arcana with this sun overlying everything you've got nothing to worry about, Leo. You're going to be ruling your world very soon. This is really exciting. Everyone's having such incredible reads for March. I'm really curious to see what comes in April, because every read I've done just seems to get bigger. Even if the first part of the spread seems pretty okay, pretty mundane, it just seems to get bigger and bigger as I go along. I mean, you've got the sun How often do you get the sun overlaying a whole reading? It's pretty special, really special, Leo. Okay, pulling some final cards, just as a final message for you from the tarot. Oh, this is really beautiful. No big messages here. This is just letting you know you're on the threshold of a brand new adventure. You can take the time, again, taking the time that you need. You can take the time to assess where you're going. You've got this youthful, joyful, heartfelt energy and some kind of offer coming in that's related to this Knight of Cups and this Ace of Wands, because it's right next to me. This is it doesn't have to be a romantic gesture, but it can be something connected to your heart, something that actually brings you a lot of joy. And whatever it is with this Three of Cups, it's just time to celebrate. You got the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups. You got a lot of repeat numbers in here. It's just, I'm really happy about that final pull. This is letting you know you can enjoy yourself. This is a really light, happy time for you this second half of March, Leo. And I feel like, coming from where you've come from, it's about time. You're moving into something new. It might be a little scary, might be a little bit daunting, but just find your balance. Trust that you've already gained the perspective that you need, and it will start to manifest as you move through this story. And I just, what else do I need to say? You have the Sun. I've said it multiple times. That's a really, really special card. So much joy and celebration coming in for you, Leo, for this second half of March.